We join the super legit crew before the show as Jet checks levels and pronunciations. And by the way, Michael, is it pronounced Tauzin?
It's Tauzin, but even that's wrong. It's a discussion. It's fine.
Tauzin's wrong?
It's all wrong. It's
Well,
French.
what is it supposed to be?
What would you like me to say?
It's supposed to be Tauzin, but that's
Tauzin.
too much for most people.
Yeah.
And when people hear that, they go, "Oh, Frenchy."
Yeah, you gotta lose. You gotta lose the N in
no
the back
idea,
of
and
your
I've known
throat.
you for years.
Am I still perfect, Jet?
Always.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Do I exist? Am I here?
We need a co-host. We don't
Where
have a
did
co-host.
you go?
You know
Heiman?
what? You know what, Heiman? You're a little unattractive right now on the mic. Could you?
Can you get a little hotter?
I can get hotter.
Never shave that beard, though. Okay.
But y'all do see and hear me. I do exist here.
I mean, as much as you ever can.
Ugh, great, real fun.
That's the show's title.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Super Legit Podcast. And this is a packed episode. This is probably the most people we've had on here in I don't know how long. So let's get through this list real quick because it's going to take a while. We've got Sean Michael Boozer.
Hello.
Josh Spence.
It is I.
Jen Burton.
Hello.
Chris Sanders.
Hi.
Stephen C. James.
Yay, science.
My co-host, Michael Heiman.
Podcast.
And then this week we have 3 guests. Oh my God. It's
yeah,
overwhelming.
Wow.
Let's see, in no particular order, but the order that they appeared on my screen. We've got BJ Lange.
What up? What up?
What up, indeed. Michael Tauzin.
Hello, I'm here.
I got as close as I could, and I failed miserably with that last name. We had a stupid conversation about it, and I aimed for it, and I failed.
That's okay. I know who you're talking about.
Great.
The call is coming from inside the house.
And Bill Chott.
Hello, I'm another person.
Oh my gosh, you
we have
are
a legend
indeed.
in the room. That's what we have.
Oh, look at all these happy, smiley faces. That was nice of you, Josh, to call me a legend. Thank you.
Yeah, I sure did, Bill Chott.
So I'm gonna throw our big question out right away, right off the bat, and see what we get from people. This week's question is: what was a moment in your life where you proudly felt like you were totally killing it? For example, not now for me.
Yeah, I was about to say, thank you.
Right.
I think for all of us, it would probably be a moment from improv. But for me, it was like week 1 of the pandemic. Because, this was before they had any sort of like curriculum for teachers to teach kids who are in preschool, who in my daughter's case happened to be on the autism spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
I was given nothing. So I started putting curriculum together. I taught her the Greek alphabet.
Oh my God.
Right?
I'm learning that right now.
Yeah.
Right? Alphabet, gamma, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, xi, mercon, pyro, sigma, tau, epsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega.
We were all forced
okay.
to learn it
Why
as a
do
result
that?
of the pandemic.
Yeah.
None of those were in
most of
Rocky.
us holding a match. And it was like St. Patty's Day was coming up. So I had leftover cookie dough from Christmas in the freezer, and I took green dye and added that to the cookies, to the cookie dough, sugar cookie dough, and was able to make shamrock cookies. That's when I was killing it.
Wow.
You really were.
That's commitment right
That's
there.
a 3-point shot. That's nice. Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I was proud.
That actually sounds like you were legitimately killing it. And
I
you
was,
knew it.
while COVID was busy killing people.
Yes.
No disrespect to the millions who died.
And I will say,
Or to the COVID, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or to the COVID. I don't want to piss off the COVID.
and I will
It'll
say
come
that
for you.
is a very high difficulty gymnastics move too, because during that time most of us were politely shitting our pants while bleaching our groceries, and then anytime as a parent where you feel like I'm not actively doing harm is a win. But to be like Greek alphabet and shamrock cookies, I'm making memories when I could just be quaking on the couch being like, when is it going to be safe to see people? When is it going to be safe to see people?
Yes.
We had that talk last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, yeah.
It's
Still not
safe
now.
to see.
No.
This
is already scary
for
enough.
different reasons, not COVID, different reason.
You have, I think, one of those hot shit moments where as soon as Jet sent the question, like this memory just instantly came flooding back. So that's how you know you have a good story on your hands. I was in community college. I was running for editor-in-chief, and I had talked to everybody, and they're like, "We're voting for you. Like, you've been here the longest. You've taught us all the ropes. Like, yeah, of course you're gonna." It was like a foregone conclusion that I was going to be editor in chief, and we still had to give like speeches to like why we think we would be good. And I remember my the person who was also up for nomination. Her name was Astrid, and she was like, "I've only been here a semester, but I think it would be fun. Yeah, I would love to give it a shot." And in my head, I was like, amateur. And then I go up there and I'm like, look, I know InDesign, I know this, I've edited, I've helped everybody here. Like I would be more than happy to be your editor in chief. Just layering on, I thought I fucking had this. And then I was just trying to count the votes ahead of time. And in my mind, I had the votes like 15 to like 2. I was so I was feeling good about this, and they're like, come in Monday and we'll talk. So like that Monday I took myself out to like lunch or breakfast. I went to Norm's and I got like the biggest breakfast, and I was really just feeling myself. I was like, oh, this is the new Josh. This is going to be life from here on out. And we're waiting before we go in to meet one of the advisors, and I'm talking to Asher, and she was like, hey, good luck. You should definitely win this. I'd be happy to stay on staff. And I was like, yeah, I'll keep you on staff. No worries. It's fine. And I think you know where this is going. We go in there, and I was like, hey, guys, I've already talked to Astrid. She's going to be coming on the staff next year. It's going to be great. And my advisor, Rod Lyons, was like, yeah, we really couldn't stand your shitty attitude the past couple of weeks. We're going to give the job to Astrid. We think you need to have some more maturity before you take this position. Riding high, everybody.
Ooh. So this was you thought you were totally killing it, and then
weren't.
you totally
And
weren't.
did not kill it at all.
I like this twist.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. I'd like to say that my time that I felt like I was totally killing it was when I was selected for the Super Legit podcast, or perhaps when I graduated Air Force basic training at the age of 35, or even
Go back to the podcast one.
yeah. The podcast. Oh, you guys, it was awesome.
Yeah, all right.
We're all living in that right now.
Yeah.
Or perhaps going through chemotherapy and surgery to remove a nut that had cancer on it, and then still completing an Air Force medic program. But none of those were as exciting to me as when I felt like I was on my A game when around the spring of 2009, I host a lot of spring break stuff down in Panama City Beach, Florida.
This guy used to host the Spring Break.
Yes.
MTV's Spring Break.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here I am down there on the beach. There's 10,000 kids. It was my third year at that point hosting. I'm all excited. To us actors, like it's just a gig, but you're hoping that it's going to go forever. And you never think it's going to get as great as the last year, and you're always trying to make it better. And by this point, the kids had really gotten to know me. I say the kids, like I wasn't but a few years older than them at that point.
Those adorable little munchkins.
You're making them shamrock cookies, teaching them the Greek alphabet. Yeah.
Making them hold a match and learn it. But there was a time where I could have them doing anything because they just get drunk on the beach, and I had to like, in between the gigs and the music and all that stuff, I had to like keep them there so that whenever we were going to shoot something, we have a bunch of people. So I'd have all these games and we have sponsors and stuff. And I was like, well, I wonder how far I could take this. And I would have these college students doing gross eating contests, eating, give me 4 sausages and clam steaks and whatever, and throw it into a blender, and first one to eat it, 500. And people would just, I could do anything. It was like anything I wanted to do, I had them in my hands. That's where I felt like I was at my A game.
Super. Wow. Thank you so much, Eve 6, for throwing our hearts in a blender. BJ, what's up next for these stupid college kids? What game do we have for Spring Break 2007?
Yeah. Well, you know what it's like, Marty. We've got some hype stuff going on down here at the beach. We're going to get a giant bucket of ice. Yep. Come on up on stage. I see you. Come on up.
Yeah. BJ, oh my gosh. BJ, I'm so excited to be here. I just want you and everybody at home at MTV to know I would kill for this man. Yeah.
Well,
hey, I'm Marty.
Hey. Well, as a matter of fact, take this
Marty.
gun right here.
You're taking BJ's light. You're taking BJ's light away from him.
All right.
Marty's doing a great job, but as a matter of fact,
nothing
came up here.
To you, BJ.
It's not about me. It's about you getting some prize money right now. And if you want to win $500, take this gun right here and shoot the first person you see.
Oh, okay. All right. It's jamming a little bit. Can you tell which part's the safety?
You better hurry. Right, you got 15 seconds. In the meantime, we're gonna.
It doesn't seem to be loaded. I mean, it's the spirit is willing, but the gun is weak. I'm not sure how to work it.
It's definitely
I'm so sorry.
Loaded.
Can I put it in my Marty? Marty, here, put this in your mouth, Marty.
Use the ice bucket.
How much time do I have? Oh, come on, please.
Hosts don't count. Count. I think I see an audience. There's thousands of people here. Literally,
I'll die. I just want to stand next to BJ while I die.
Hey, sure, come on up here. Introduce yourself to everyone. What's your name?
My name's Candy. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, and I go to UC Florida.
Very good. University of Central Florida. The Knights are here. How about that, Candy? Look at the camera right here, and as quickly as you can, while he's loading up that weapon, say the Greek alphabet.
Okay, Alpha, Sigma, Tau. There's a G one.
Perfect. All you needed was 2. All you needed was 2. She's a winner. Make some noise, audience.
Oh my God! I've never won anything. Woohoo!
Go ahead, guy with the gun. Shooter.
I'm sorry.
Ready. I'll put my head right up against it.
Use the ice bucket.
Figure out the mechanism. It looks so easy on the detective shows.
There's a guy in the audience who says you should use the ice bucket. Maybe you should just hit me over the head.
Can I just pistol whip her? How much money for pistol whipping? I just want a lock of your hair, BJ.
All right. I'll tell you what. You can go ahead. You can take a lock of my hair. We'll give you $250 if you can pistol whip her right here on stage.
So, BJ, you're telling me that you came up with the idea for Fear Factor?
I mean, there was definitely some elements of that. We would do corn dog eating contests, of course, pie eating contests, and then it would just get worse and worse. I'm not really. They gave me a budget about every week and a half where I could go to the Walmart and I would just go down the gross food aisle and grab whatever I could. Here's a perfect one: frozen sticks of butter. How quick could someone eat 4 frozen sticks of butter?
I mean, that sounds something to be terrified of. It's heart disease, man. I mean, just that is the beginning of Fear Factor right there. It's just all that butter. I'd be terrified. I'd eat it all, but I'd be terrified doing it. This is so cool, man.
Look at those lipids. They're high.
Oh, my God. This is a legend here. We have a living...
Yeah, Joe. Me, Marty. I'm telling you, Joe, that... Yeah, the show you worked on, Fear Factor, yeah, people are claiming that BJ started it. No, yeah, I was there. I was there for all the spring breaks. I was always the number 2 guy to BJ. Just like you, Joe, this whole time. You thought you got this multi-million-dollar podcast. You were the host of Fear Factor, but who started you, Joe Rogan? BJ did. How do you feel about that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you were saying. I was thinking something misogynistic. Hey, can you pass over that bleach? I need to shoot myself up.
Right away, sir.
Here.
All right, the main bag. Here we go.
Anyway, my name is Marty.
Yeah.
I used to co-host Spring Break on MTV Music Television.
Cool. Great. How does that affect my freedom?
I suppose it Gosh, I've never been asked. It doesn't. Your freedom to see wet T-shirt contests.
That's the only freedom I need. The only freedom I need. See the flag behind me? The flag behind me in the studio? It's there because that's the only freedom I need. There's 50 stars because I need to see 50 of them. 50 wet T-shirts, each wetter than the last.
That's why. That's why, long-time listener and fan, and I'm finally on the show, and I don't even know who I am anymore.
Do you need to?
No.
See, I never knew who I was. I spent most of my life on ayahuasca, not knowing who the hell I was.
All right, here we are. We got our last role for news radio to finish casting here. We got the role of Joe. He's kind of the handyman around the radio station. Now, Mike O'Malley. Mike O'Malley. You're our number one choice, but we just got to see one more guy. We're seeing one more guy, Mike. Sorry, but we're going to see one more person.
It's fine. I'll just sit over here quietly.
Cool. Thanks, Mike. You're one of the nicest people we've ever met. But Joe Rogan, come on in. Joe.
Hey, how's it going? I was reading the newspaper upside down.
That's so unique and interesting, Joe. All right. Well, Joe, you've got you're a stand-up, right? Let's see you in this role here for news radio.
All right, here we go. Oh, this thing's too heavy. I'm putting it back down. Am I right?
Wow. God.
Visceral, huh?
I'm just gonna cut in here. Sorry, executive producer here. I just it's a simple sitcom that we're doing here. I mean, it's just about laughs. I didn't expect in an audition today to be moved.
Yeah.
But I am right now.
Right.
I am. I feel it deep down. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my heart, which I don't know if those are located in the same place in my body. I wasn't even sure I had both of them, but I'm feeling both right now, and that's not something I expected today. Joe, I'm blown away.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think we have to give the role to Joe.
I can't believe I'm losing a job to this guy. Come on, Paul Sims. Come on, help me out here. Come on.
Hey, Phil Hartman coming in right now. What they're trying to tell you, Joe, is you got the jig.
Hey, Bill Hartman. I loved you on SNL. You were better than John Lovitz.
Thanks. My hair is pretty on point right now.
I know that's controversial.
Mike O'Malley, really sorry. Again, you're one of the nicest people we've ever met, but go kick rocks.
All right. Hopefully I'll find some part as a reoccurring sensitive dad of a gay child on a Fox sitcom, but what are the chances of that happening? Goodbye, everybody. I fade off into the distance.
I sure am glad this character's name was Joe.
Legit.
I got a good killing it story I could go into.
Oh, someone thinks highly of themselves. All
yeah,
right,
big time. I taught musical theater for this was pre-COVID, so I taught musical theater to K through 5 for a while. Very, very fulfilling job, but doesn't pay much and is excruciatingly difficult. But most of the time I thought like I was acceptable, like mediocre at it. But every now and then I was like, yeah, I did it. I pulled it through. I got these second graders to really, really do this show well. And there was one time, it was right before a show started, and this little girl, she wasn't one of the main characters, but she was like over 20 lines, still a big part. Enough that if she wasn't there, it would cause problems. And we come in, and I don't know if you guys did this in school, but when they would check your head for lice, you guys remember that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was real. I was like, this is BS. They do this. No, this girl we come in, this is right before show starts, and this is outside, and they call me in. I'm like working with the kids, and they call me outside, and they're like, this girl there's lice everywhere. And it was bad. Like you could see them. Like you look in her head. It was rough. Ooh. So I had literally, like, the curtains were about to open, and I snuck in backstage, and I'm pointing at kids like, "You get this line. You get this line." Like, just pointing out the alpha kids. The alpha kids who like, you look at me. You get this line. Like, and then, like, the curtains opening, I'm still, like, giving out parts, and then they pulled it through. And it made me very happy. I felt like I killed.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
What happened with
grade
the girl?
and below took these notes on the fly flawlessly.
Yeah, they did because some kids.
Because I don't even know adults who can do that.
Yeah, no, most.
This is why we do
improv. Kids memorize everything. Like, some kids in the play know all the parts.
Yeah,
that's just how they operate.
Michael, my day job is I'm a middle school theater teacher, right? Yes. So what you just told me is that, hey, you know your job? I just did that except with music. Oh, and I also did it with a group of people who still shit their pants. I'm so amazingly
What's wrong with that?
Nobody, because you work with kids who their hormones have kicked in. So
but I can use that. I can use that to fuel them, because I can just be like, hey, everyone's going to be watching you, and their shame monitors spike, and suddenly they start doing a better job.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Michael, what happened to the girl? What happened with her hair? Like, what happened? Obviously, she didn't.
Yeah, Lice Girl. What happened to Lice Girl?
They had to shave her hair.
They called her Lice Girl for years.
They shaved her head.
MCU.
Did no one here have lice as a contract?
My daughter just had it recently, and I think subsequently I had it for a day or so.
Super.
Hey guys, how did the show go without me? I guess you guys still do it?
Or? It was so good. It was amazing.
I can't hear you behind the plexiglass.
It was exceptional.
As a matter of fact, I read the reviews. One of the reviewers said it was exectical.
The guards won't let us talk to you for very long. They say we only have 10 minutes.
They say you're contaminated.
Stay behind the plastic.
Yeah. They say that if you come near us, that we will get the lice and then we will die.
They said we shouldn't even touch the plastic. It's so dangerous.
Everything's white in your
Rachel,
room.
your understudy, she killed it. And to be clear, I mean, she was really good. She didn't kill anybody. I want to make that clear.
Lice.
Nobody died. She doesn't know. That was the best part.
Hands
she
off the glass.
I'm sorry.
Security.
But yeah, she was really, 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 really good. She was amazing. She was so good. The show was great, and no one got lice.
And she learned the lines 10 seconds before staying on stage.
Some would say maybe she should have been cast in the first place.
Yeah, I said that. That was me.
Hey, don't freak out.
I said that. Give me credit. I said it.
I think we all said that.
Rachel said it afterward too.
Okay. Hey, don't freak out, but I saw your mom and dad crying in the other room. They were like crying about something real serious.
Yeah.
Oh, the doctors. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Billy. You say it. You sound really delicated to what you're about to say.
Well, the doctors said that it started with lice, but I may now have what they call internal lice. It spread so much that they're licing my insides now.
Oh, it's your hormones, I'm telling you.
You know, that's a good thing. At church I found out I have an internal lice too. And it spreads out to everybody. It's my inner joy.
Hey, keep your honesty off the glass.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
Will you guys tell everybody at school that I would love it if people sent me a
We
card?
told everybody at school about your lice. Yes, that's right.
Oh.
We're not allowed to send you cards because of the lice.
We're making a mural of your face on the school hallway.
There's a chance the lice would eat the card and then they'll be stronger.
On the mural, there's lice.
Yeah.
We painted it in.
We painted
just
lice.
so people know how you went.
I don't even know what lice look like, so I just gave them little devil horns and devil tails, and I just drew devils all over you, honestly. But I figured that's accurate.
All right, lice. Come in here. All the lice get in here.
Oh, yeah. What's up?
All right, now listen.
Yeah.
Now listen, we don't have a lot of... Stop all the chomping right now. Okay?
What do you want
sorry.
from us?
I'm
That's
sorry,
what
it's
we
head and
do.
shoulders. I can't resist myself.
Well, I know it, but we got an important job to do. We got to get to work before this kid gets accepted, and before he scores a role, we got to ruin it for him.
Hey, I got a problem. Why are we so why are we cruel?
That we're like,
Why don't
You gotta be cool to survive.
Yeah, how
harsh
come we gotta
world.
be so? How come we gotta be so involved in exposition?
yeah, why can't we like do like a normal adult instead of like a child?
Yeah, or like pubic lice, one of them's.
Yeah, that's a lot more fun.
That's a
I've
whole
always wanted to
different-
travel down
Clean
south.
hair. I mean, adults have clean hair.
Okay, Principal Hollows, let me get this straight. I come in to see a performance of my daughter, and she's in lice jail? Is you sent her to lice jail?
It's a secured area, not a jail.
What?
Of course, I would
What
never
are you
jail
ta-
a child. It's a secured area with a security guard,
You're
plexiglass, and
you
plastic.
took my child. You physically moved my child into a
Oh
detained...
no, sir, I would not
There's
touch
just-
a child with lice. I had her go.
kid
on
walking.
her own.
What was that?
Oh, that
What
was the guard.
that?
Just
She's
letting,
never had a haircut.
Yes, letting you know that your daughter's coming this way.
Oh, hi, Dad. I
Denise.
picked up the harmonica.
Okay,
It's good to see you.
And they said Arts is dead in the schools district.
legit.
legit.
Oh,
I just have to
That-
commend everyone's facial work in that lice scene. We were all
Yeah.
selling
Yeah, I
mean,
disgusting lice so hard.
SMB
and no one will ever see it.
transformed. I was like, "Who's that in Shawn Michaels' window?" It's giant lice.
I like the idea of Michael. He was just advocating for like, hey, I'm Lenny the lice, and we're nice on my side of the family. Like he's who thinks lice are like nice? Somebody's like,
It just
this
seems
is nice.
just seemed real mean.
would somebody please think of the lice?
I love they introduced it with, "I have a problem."
That killed me. What? I had another killing it moment. I used to watch the show at
Oh, you
iOS
got another
called
one?
Yeah, I got a lot of them, buddy. Do you have one?
Greedy
Am I
son of a
right-
bitch.
am I
In
stepping
this
on
one,
you,
do you
Heiman?
wind up killing it, or at the end, do you get killed again?
I get killed again. I think that's the way most of
Theme
these
here.
stories work. If does anybody else have one in front of me, I'll let them go first. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's
All right.
it's
So, like I was
pretty-
saying, I had
pretty quick.
Go ahead, Sanders.
It's a time you thought you were killing it and you weren't, right?
It could be. Yeah, you might have actually.
Right. That's
been
how.
killing it.
That's how I
Yeah.
took it.
Yeah.
I was in third. Oh, I was definitely not killing it. I was in like third grade, and I am not sure if I've told this story before.
Say it.
But we were taking the Michigan is where I went through K through 12. So we were taking the yearly state aptitude test that you take in your grade schools. So I forget what the Michigan equivalent is, what the acronym is for it, but it was that, state aptitude test. I maybe a quarter of the way through the test had to pee really bad. And I asked my teacher, Mrs. Chappell, in third grade if I could go. And she was like, nope, nobody can leave. You have to finish the test. And then everyone has to finish the test before anyone can go to the bathroom or anything. So I rush through the test, finish. Can I please go to the bathroom? No, you have to stay.
Wow.
I tried my best to hold it. And then when I realized I wasn't going to be able to, I had this moment where I thought, out of spite, I was like, I'm going to show her. And I was just like, I'm going to do it. And I just pissed my pants right in the seat. And
I thought you were dotting cotton.
there was this there was this like mix of spite to get back at her, but also me thinking that like, you know what, it's not that much. I can feel how much is in my bladder. It's not going to be that
Because
bad.
when you have to pee real bad,
Yeah.
there's usually not that much in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like kind of wet the insides of my thighs, and that's it. And I just feel it pooling under me, and it smells.
Oh my god!
And as it's going on, like I look up, I'm looking around, and none of the other students are like acknowledging it. I mean, granted, we're third graders, so they're very focused on their test. Then, in hindsight, I think Mrs. Chappell noticed because she very, like, within a minute or two of me finishing, she then was like...
asparagus that morning, yeah.
She then was like, Chris, can you stand up and collect everyone's tests?
That bitch!
And then I had to walk the classroom... trying to hide my piss-stained shorts.
Wow.
And then, but again, I went the whole classroom. Nobody said anything. No, like this is like third graders would acknowledge this if they noticed it. Right? Nobody said a thing. I then, after I collected everyone's tests and gave them to her, she let me go to the bathroom, and I did my best to like grab paper towel and dab and try to dry it out. Not one word of it was uttered the rest of the day. Take the bus, go back, not to home. I go to our babysitters at the time, where also in my third grade was my crush. Her name was Margot. And the babysitter was her mother. We were watching, I think, Animaniacs or Tailspin or one of those at the time. And I thought I had killed it up to that point, and I was about to kill it further, and I was going to take that opportunity to let her know, hey, and I straight up told her, you know what? I pissed my pants today. And nobody noticed. And all I remember of her reaction is she just kind of stared at me and then left the room. And then I don't remember any other interaction with her after that ever.
That is... She left the state. She
steered clear of you after that point.
Yep. As a teacher, I really want to think that all those kids were like, you know what? She's the problem. I'm not giving her the satisfaction of having a third grade response to this. Where we're like, ew, Chris. They're like, no, we're taking the power back from this bitch.
Yeah.
No, she does not get to embarrass him. She should have let him go to the bathroom. She's the one who made this happen. Let's let Chris slide on this one.
I mean, I agree.
Classroom unionized.
I had finished the test. Why do I need to sit there while everyone else is finishing it?
Yeah.
Maybe she saw Billy Madison, like all the cool kids were doing it. She was like, that's a cool kid.
I'm going to let him pick up the test.
When I was in third grade, this was well before Billy Madison.
Super. I'll have the French onion soup, and the lady will have the minestrone. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, I would like the minestrone.
We haven't. Yeah, I wanted to make sure you had said that, but I didn't want to be that guy.
Oh. No, that's okay.
Yeah. We don't get a chance to talk very much at work.
No, I was surprised when you asked me out. So,
well,
for at this place too, at Soup and Stuff, I don't come here a lot. It's an interesting choice for a...
Well, it was new. I had to try it out.
Wow. There's a lot of flies in here.
Yeah. Particularly around here.
They like
nobody
soup,
knows
I guess.
I'm sorry, I was talking over you.
No, I was talking over you. I was saying flies like soup, which is not even an interesting thing to say.
They
so
do.
You go ahead.
Sir,
they do.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. So sorry. Management has just alerted me that there is a trail of something unmentionable toward your chair. And we here at French Laundry just want to know if you are aware of that. Just want to make you aware that you might have something. Sure. You might have some leakage. Okay.
Sure.
But yeah.
Guess what?
Okay, I'll go get
I
your.
got through.
your
I got through
Virginia
half a day at work and nobody noticed it. And now I'm here at a restaurant, and I dragged it all over your dirty, soup-laden floor. So what are the chances of a second date?
I mean, I got to tell you, I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
That we walked 14 blocks and I didn't notice that you had pissed all the way into the restaurant. I
know it looks runny like
I
piss,
also
but it's all
thought
diarrhea. It's actually shit. That's why.
Oh.
That's why.
You know,
Piss. Flies
didn't
usually
even-
don't gather around piss. I don't know. I don't know how much you know about flies.
Well, I thought flies hung out around soup, and I thought it smelled like soup the whole way here. So obviously, I am just not really keyed into the whole diarrhea, fly, piss, and soup situation as much as I should be.
Yeah.
Wow, I am horrified and also intrigued by your personality.
And that is how the French Laundry lost their Michigan star and they had to name themselves Soup and Stuff. So let this be a warning, a cautionary tale for all the retailers here at this conference to always look out for. Yes, did you have a question?
Hi,
Yes.
my name's Larry. I'm a
Hello,
second-tier
Larry.
retailer
Hello.
from the Tri-County area. I believe.
Oh, yeah.
I believe, sir. I don't mean to contradict.
Yeah.
I believe they're called Michelin stars, not Michigan stars.
No, I'm going to interrupt here real quick.
Did I say
I'm
Michigan
sorry.
stars?
Yeah, this restaurant only had Michigan stars. It's an entirely different rating system that we go by. It's a more approachable rating system, better chance, not tied to a tire company, and we feel very good about it. Unfortunately, this restaurant didn't even qualify for it anymore.
Yeah, technically, I'm just going to lead off what he said. Technically, this is French lingerie. It's a we won a copyright battle, so this is it's legit. We can have this restaurant. It's not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Okay, flies. I got a problem.
Yeah.
We present very differently than lice.
Yeah.
We have a choice between diarrhea and soup.
Yeah.
And we're actively choosing the diarrhea. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
We lost
because
the
we're
vote?
the good guys here. We're cleaning up the
Absolutely.
shit that nobody else wants to deal with. We're the heroes in this situation.
It's got more minerals.
Yeah.
But look, I'm not trying to come off as hoity-toity or bougie or anything like that. But in the Michigan Star Guide, they said that the wild rice and barley was otherworldly.
Listen,
this is
no.
why we're here, guys.
You gotta avoid the soup, okay? My uncle once landed in soup, and people just make jokes about him all the time.
Won't shut up
That's-
about him.
it's
The
just
soup
a sta-
fly, they call him. The soup fly.
So, Ted, tell me, when you wrote this new Hansel and Gretel, this remake here, you were on a date? As
Yeah,
a
I
matter of
was.
fact?
Yes, matter of fact, I
Yeah.
was at the I was at Soup and Stuff.
Very cool.
I had always been fascinated by the
Sure.
story of Hansel and Gretel because, like, are they a brother and sister, or are they secretly lovers? They
Yeah,
found
sure.
themselves in the clutches of a witch, but they never mentioned. You know what? They called her a witch. They never went into her religion. We never found out how deep that went. And it's important. You know what? Most people get caught in white collar crime due to a paper trail, and this was so much more severe than a paper trail.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know, Ted,
it's not just like crumbs. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of crumbs.
yeah,
You know, a lot of the different.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
There's something on the side of your mouth.
Oh.
I think it's hair. Go ahead.
Well, you know, we've had quite a few children's authors on the show,
Mhm.
and you know, I'm with you, Ted, that a lot of authors like to shelter the children,
Yes,
and it's
they
important.
do.
And it's important that we really show them, you know, the important things out there. You know, breadcrumbs in the original Hansel and Gretel, a lot different than your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, it's like the L.A. River.
Oh, explain.
Are you familiar with the L.A. River?
I am. It's really shallow.
It is. So is the trail of diarrhea I left behind me. It took a Tin Woodsman to clean up all of it.
Okay there, chefs. If you're going to be in the Michigan star system, you got to learn how to cook properly and to rate it properly. Okay there? We're going to make the soup. And, hey, just don't make the soup so they make it a diarrhea, huh? So when you make it a soup, just make sure it's just like building a car, right? So you're building a car and then, drive it off the assembly line.
Chef, can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah.
The last time I built a car, it exploded. That may have been the TNT that I put in it. I'm not sure.
Chef, I know you came from Illinois, and you try to come up here into the Michigan to get the Michigan stars, but you're not fooling anybody, okay? So we don't make the sausage up here, okay? We don't make any of the jardiniere, the peppers with on the stuff, okay? It's a lot of just kind of German food that's kind of sloppy.
Yeah. Chef. Oh, go ahead, Chef. Chef.
Yeah. Okay.
Chef,
go ahead there. Yeah.
There's a fly in my soup.
Yeah. Did anybody want to make jokes about it?
Chef, that sounds like a serious matter.
I don't find it funny.
Sounds like a very serious
That's
matter.
right. Hey, very good. That's everybody gets the A+ on there, right? Yeah. The too many jokes been made about that fly.
Hey, Chef.
Michigan star #1 awarded to everybody right there.
Hey, Chef.
Yeah.
Hey, Chef. Should I be making soup at my restaurant? We're based in Flint and we ain't got no good drinking waters. So I'm wondering if maybe I should hold off. Like just cream based? Should I just go cream based?
Absolutely not. No. If you want to grind up some venison and just let the people eat that there, you can do that. Or plenty of coons. If you just grind up the raccoons. But do the immersion blender. Yeah, on the venison or the raccoon, either one, the immersion blender really soups it up, but not quite soupy.
Not too gamey? It's not too gamey.
No. Okay, all right. You almost fooled me there.
No, I'm just wondering.
Okay,
Gamey.
You came from Little Italy in the
I'm just
big
wondering
New
if it's
York
not too
City,
gamey.
didn't you? Yeah, no, you almost got me there. You almost got me there on that one. Okay. You get half a Michigan star.
Chef.
Yeah, go ahead.
Upon closer inspection, it's not actually a fly in my soup. It's a lice. There's a lice in my soup.
Oh, you know what? It's very easy to mix them up because they present pretty similarly.
Chef, I thought I had a lice in my soup, but it dissolved. I think I had an ice in my soup.
Oh, sorry. Who are you?
One of your students.
Oh, you came over from Canada. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Chef, I just wanted to say I really like that you decided to make the Michigan star into the shape of a mitt. Thank you so much. That's really nice as a Michigander myself. Really
it's nice. It's nice to keep the hands warm, Chef. We appreciate that.
But some of us, the Yoopers there, we feel a little left out. So maybe a mitten and
you
a little
shut
thing up
your
there.
mouth. You're from Wisconsin.
Oh! I didn't know he was from Wisconsin. This whole time he's been lying to us.
It's a cheese.
I say we kill him.
My folks was born there, but I'm a Yooper.
Nah, you prove it.
Yeah,
Prove
name
I'm
the
a
town
Yooper?
in the Upper Peninsula. Name the town in the Upper Peninsula you're from.
Calumet.
He sounded pretty confident about that. I got to give it to him.
How cold does it get? How cold does it get above the parallel?
Oh, God, you don't even want to know when the snow's up to the second floor window. Sometimes I don't go out for like 3-4 months.
That sounds good.
That
sounds good.
That sounds about right.
Chef.
Yeah.
Chef?
I'll continue to
Chef?
ignore it whether or not he's actually from the UP. There. Yeah, go ahead.
Chef, God, don't you know, upon closer inspection, my soup isn't actually soup.
Hey, Oh, yeah, you almost got me there, too, you from Dakota. Get out of here with your North Dakota nice. Huh?
No, I've got a genuine concern
No, you're
there,
all
Chef.
done.
No.
I'm going to enjoy this Molson Ice. You see, in Michigan, we enjoy beers from all over the place. From Canada.
It's off to soup jail for you.
From
Handcuffs,
Michigan.
handcuffs.
Chef, I noticed you had a good jambalaya. And I also, being from Michigan, make a good jambalaya too.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. That right there. That right there is good old Michigan casual racism.
It got them shrimp, oh boy.
Legit.
That's a super legit.
Yes. Oh, that was so legit that I think we need an ad break, don't we?
Yeah,
Michael?
we're long overdue for our ad break, Jet.
Now, Michael Heiman, I think you told me that we have a different Michael delivering our ad this week.
Yeah, actually, I made the connections with this company, and then they just sent it to the wrong Michael. But yeah, Michael Tauzin, he has our ad this week.
Oh my gosh! All right, wow,
That's
mixing
very
it up.
disturbing
I'd love
that
to
you're
hear
giving
it.
our company information away, but that's fine. I'm glad.
I am just happy when our
we need to have
guests
an office
are
meeting
involved
after
in
that,
making
Jet.
us money.
That's not-
So for me, it's a case of, any guest who wants to bring us sponsors and bring money into the podcast, I'm A-okay with them. So I'm not going to
as long as he knows we're keeping it.
All right. Is that clear?
Are you sad? Take a look at this beach. Do you need something better in your life? Well, make your way down to Treasure Island. Yes, Treasure Island. You and one other special person can make your way down to this deserted location, this tropical paradise, Treasure Island. That's right, all your dreams can come true. Beautiful flora and fauna as far as the eye can touch. That's right, and the first 5 people who sign up to join us on Treasure Island. You can sign up and rent yourself a spear gun. You can give it to Helena Bottom Carter. She'll be a B+ celebrity here for us, and she'll hunt you on Treasure Island.
I'm coming for you.
That's right. Is she attractive? Is she not? It's difficult to tell. There's so much makeup on Treasure Island. Join now. She's a
I can't.
Oh, wow.
wait
I mean,
to go.
that sounds like a fun vacation.
Yeah. I've never considered being spear hunted by Helena Bonham Carter, but now that I hear about it, I don't know why it never even crossed my mind before. It sounds like the ultimate vacation.
Are we going to get in a fight over whether it's pronounced Helena or Helena?
I just was thinking that. Thank you.
I
Bill.
heard that too,
Thank
but
you.
I'm the guy that said Michigan Star, so I'm going to stay out of it.
Guys, that's how you say the name. Listen up. It's Helena.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows about name pronunciation,
It's me.
Yes.
Michael
Tauzin. Croissant.
Michael Croissant.
So I imagine someone else has got something queued up here. Who else has one of those killing it moments that they want to share with the crowd?
I thought I was going to not have one, but then there was the talk of it being like, well, it's when you think you're killing it and then you don't know.
Yeah.
And I will say as a parent, I am in an ongoing, constant state of, I'm doing this fine. Oh no, what have I done? Because like this week, I introduced my son to his first stand-up comedy album. We started listening to Brian Regan together. He's 8, and it's like the perfect level of like quote unquote gutsy comedy for an 8-year-old. And he's been loving it. But now I have a smaller version of who I was when I started listening to stand-up comedy, and he just talks in lines from the album. So like even when I was like walking out of here, he was like, "Take luck," as I was like, "Good night, buddy. I love you. I'll see you in the morning." He was like, take luck, you too. Which is like, part of me's like, ha ha ha, and then part of me's like, no. This leads to you being insincere well into your 30s. No, stop now.
It's I have a similar problem because my firstborn Adler is 3 next week, and he just latched on to Paw Patrol, and that is the only thing he watches now, and that is
it's a good show.
Virtually every word out of his mouth is just quotes from various Paw Patrol episodes or the movie, completely out of context. There's Marshall, I think, the fire dog. Often he's very clumsy, so he often falls down and then says, "I'm okay." So he will just throw himself into a wall or the floor or anywhere and then go, "I'm okay." And he'll say, he'll use that affectation to try to be funny too. It's just because then I think I'm failing because I think he hurt himself, and then he didn't hurt himself, and then I have to every time feel like he hurt himself, because the first time that I don't think he hurt himself, then it's all
so I'm unfamiliar with Paw Patrol, but contextually, there are a bunch of cartoon puppies who run a local fire department or police department.
I was going to say I've never seen the show.
They're all kind of fascist.
Should I start with season 1?
Here's cute, adorable puppy fascists.
No.
Yeah, if I want to catch up, should I start with season 1 or can I jump in later on?
Here's how pervasive it is.
I'd say just watch the movie.
We managed to avoid it in my house. I can still name every single one of them. Just because we never watched the show. My wife and I all but slapped the library book out of my kid's hand when he was trying to check it out from the library. I was like, no, you can read Paw Patrol when you can read on your own. And now that he can read on his own, he's like not interested in Paw Patrol.
There's nothing more killing it than slapping a library book out of a child's hand.
Well, it's pretty shallow. Like I don't see any child over even 4 or 5 really still being into it. In fact, our neighbor down the street, who is like 4.5, is coming.
Sounds like he lives alone. Our neighbor down the
street. He's coming to Adler's birthday party next weekend, and he's going to give Adler some of his Paw Patrol toys that he's just done with. He's just not into it anymore. It's definitely phase worthy. It's like 6 months to a year that that's what they're all about, and then they kind of age out and they realize that it's fascist garbage.
On to the next thing, though, because I think we're all pretty much of the same generation where it was either SNL references or Simpsons references.
Simpsons. That was Simpsons for me.
Right? How much of a friend is this person going to be? Monorail? Yeah, okay. I'll go to war with this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you do the Chris Farley reference. Hey, that
in my day, awesome. We all watched the same 3 shows. So if they didn't know one of those 3, out the door. Like if you don't know, oh, my nose, fuck off.
Super. Okay, puppies.
That was a Brady book.
Super. Okay, puppies. I've got control. So, what we're going to do here. The first to slide down the mountain. Everybody got their toboggan?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Now,
that word has too many syllables for me. I don't know what it is.
Sorry, sled. Toboggan or sled. Those are synonyms.
I thought a toboggan was on your head.
Nope, toboggan goes on the ground. It's got a slightly different shape, but it's pretty much a sled.
A synonym, is that what we put to make our hot cocoa fancy?
Oh, I love synonym.
No, a synonym are words that mean exactly or similar things to one another.
Oh, a similar, like they use in poetry.
Yeah. Now,
like reverse discrimination.
Yeah. Now, who gets to slide down first? I think puppies with pristine brown hair and blue eyes should slide down the mountain first.
Whee!
Yeah. Now lesser puppies should slide down the mountain.
What about me?
What do you guys think?
I'm a mixed breed puppy. Do I get to slide down?
Hey, Muddy, I didn't even see you come in.
You shouldn't be on this mountain at all.
By the way, my name's Roger. I wish you'd quit calling me Muddy.
That Muddy, he's so funny.
I just call you Muddy because you're a mud race baby.
Muddy's the comic relief around here.
I actually have a lot of real concerns with the way we're being treated as dogs.
Well, at least we're not cats.
No, but what happens is when we throw cats into the mix, it just defocuses the problems onto a wider bet instead of really getting into the root of the system. We're pitting ourselves against the cats instead of attacking the real problem.
Oh, Muddy, you think too much. You're gonna get disappeared.
Who's the real problem, Muddy?
I think Muddy's creating all the problems by talking about the problems. If nobody talked about the problems like Muddy does, there wouldn't be any problems.
Wait a second.
Oh, look at that, everybody. Look at that. Choo choo. The trains are on time.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't that good?
If you focus
Everybody
on
at
the
home, say that's good.
If you
That's
focus on the
good.
convenience,
That's
you ignore
good.
those that are being hurt. My name is Roger.
Does everyone have their papers to get on the train?
I'm not an individual.
Welcome to the train for all humans. All aboard. Hey, what are all these puppies doing here? What?
Wait a minute. We're puppies. This isn't a puppy train?
Can we come on board?
This train is for humans, and I'm just gonna accept the fact that you're talking to me, pup. But I do gotta mention, wow, you are some fantastic-looking puppies. Oh, thank you.
That's Muddy.
Hey, my name is
that-
Roger.
Well, he called you Muddy first, so, you know, I'm gonna have to, for just this one time, I think you've won my heart over, and I'm gonna allow all good-looking puppies on this human train.
They're horribly inbred.
Mom, I'm 6 now, and I think I've outgrown Paw Patrol.
Don't you think there's so much more out there for you to learn? There's so much. It's like an onion. If you peel some off, there's more inside.
It's just, this show is really upsetting to me. I finally realized that it's not just a show about dogs. It's about the human condition and how we treat each other and how unfair it is to certain groups. And so I want to give all my Paw Patrol toys to the kid down the street who's too dumb to realize that it's all just a symbolic representation of the world's inadequacies.
Gee, imagine if someone would crack open a book by Kafka and realize there's something deeper inside of it, too. Maybe we should just put them all on a big pile and burn them. Hey, that's actually a good idea.
Well, okay,
Let's take all your books and put them on a big pile. The matches are over there, under your father's armband.
Okay, oh well, this is a strange... I feel like I don't fit in with this family quite as much as I thought I did. I'm a little...
Have you seen my armband?
I'm a little...
My armband's missing again. I'll find it.
You know what, I'm gonna go down the street to Billy's for a few nights.
He lives by himself and he's 8.
Hey, I know it's been a rough few years, but welcome to college. Here, you can actually be yourself. You're away from those adults that were running your life for so long, and you can actually stay here and become the person you were always meant to be. You don't have to deal with your father's armbands that you mentioned during freshman orientation, or your mom's book burning, and you don't even have to go home until Thanksgiving, and only if you want to.
This is so nice of you to let me into the school, even though I'm at a young age. I'm glad that you appreciated my essay, and I'm just happy to have a place to live because they took Billy. I was living with Billy, and he got taken to the orphanage. So I'm just any rate, this is a long story to just say I'm happy to be here and I'm excited to get away from my fascist parents.
Well, that's the good news. The bad news is this is the University of Central Florida. So.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. But you know what? Hey, you're the smartest kid on this campus. So we're really looking forward to having you here.
Thank you very much. You know, I really owe it all to Paw Patrol for really opening my eyes to just how bad things could be on this planet.
Oh my
and
God.
Now I'm in Central Florida.
That is the University of Central Florida's favorite show. We all watch. We DVR it. Every single student here.
I gotta go somewhere else.
And I think with that, it's time for us all to go somewhere else. Michael Heiman. Why don't you bring it home for us?
Thank you, as always, to Matt Walker for our intro and outro music. This episode was hosted and edited by Jet Kaufman, co-edited and produced by Christian Heflin, co-hosted by me, Michael Heiman. Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads. Only a light touch of editing for your comfort. If you're loving what we're doing, please pause real quick, write a 5-star review or a Michigan star review before you close the app, and tell your friends about us. Tonight's regular cast included Sean Michael Boozer, Josh Spence, Jen Burton, Chris Sanders, and Stephen C. James, and our special guests, BJ Lange, Michael Tauzin, and Bill Chott. Guests, you want to plug anything? Tell our listeners where they can find you for more stuff.
I want to
go. Yeah, all at once. All three of you at once. That'd be great.
BJ, you?
I'm going to plug on behalf of Bill Chott.
Don't do it.
www.
Don't. I'm telling you. I'll tell you why later, but don't.
Okay. BillChott.com. Check out Bill Chott.
There you go. There's no BillChott.com, so don't do that either.
Listeners at home are not privy to the amazing Paw Patrol puppies that Bill has on his video screen right now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Look at all these
any of the
fascist dogs.
Sky, and there's
any of the visual gags we've had throughout the night.
There's Chase.
Chase is on the case.
Michael, anything you want? Anywhere you want people to go to find you online? Anything you want to promote?
Yes, I'm a professional dungeon master. So if you go to Start Playing and look up my name, Michael Tauzin, or if you go to Roll20 and look up the same, if you're ever in need of a game, in need of a dungeon master, look.
But don't look too far to what's happening in D&D right now.
Yeah, it's a weird moment right now. We're having a weird moment.
What's going on? What's going on in your secret little world?
Okay. Corporate overlords are getting very greedy, essentially. So
are you game dungeon master or sexy dungeon master?
Game master.
Okay, just making sure.
Not sexy dungeon master.
We could
Not
do
both.
a whole other episode about what's going on.
Stephen,
Dungeons and Dragons.
I've told you. I don't know how many times. Not sexy dungeon master.
Maybe the after show.
You might have to do a career change to sexy dungeon master.
BJ, did you come up with anything else you wanted to promote?
Yeah, I do want to give a shout out to any veterans in Missouri or the greater greater St. Louis area, including the Metro East. We are doing a PA 101 workshop on behalf of Missouri Humanities and the Missouri Film Office. That'll be in March. So if you're a fellow veteran that wants to work in the industry, I'm coming there to host this workshop. It's going to be great. And in June, I can't say too much, but in June on ABC, there's a new prank show that's coming up. And you might see a familiar face.
Ooh,
there you go.
All right.
I hope they're not exclusively pranking veterans, because that would be...
This might not be up in time for the March one, but the June one we should be.
Sure.
So yeah, everyone please keep your eyes peeled for that.
Yeah.
And Bill, anything real you want to promote?
You can go to my TikTok, which is at Bill Chott. And you can find out all kinds of fun stuff that I'm doing there. And of course, that's where my best link tree is.
Ooh. All right.
I don't know what that means.
Where are your worst?
You're going to.
Link
I'm going to
trees?
send you. I'm going to send you a link to my link tree.
I want to like that. I want to be linked.
All right.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us for this week's episode of the Super Legit Podcast. It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
Jet?
Yeah. What's up, Josh?
Hey, Jet.
Yeah.
Can we start recording now?
the show, like this podcast with all 10 people on it.
Yeah. Can we start now?
Now.
Now.
All right, Josh, we'll start recording now.
From the top.
I don't believe anything's on. Oh my time. I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, oh,
Paw Patrol, whenever you're in trouble, whenever there's a problem, down in Adventure Bay, Ryder and his team of pups have come to save the day.
Does Ryder do anything? It always seems like the dogs are doing everything. Does Ryder actually do anything?
My name is Roger. Jet, I still have a question though. Before we go with the Jet, can we start killing it now?
Yes, Josh, we can assume we started killing it and then find out later on that it in fact killed us.